Hello. It's been a while since I did a video, so I thought I would just hop on. Let me go and make sure that it's crystal clear. I'm going to check my computer as well. And I am so happy to be here with all of you. I have some quick tips that I want to share with you today in regards to your finances. And these are going to be really helpful, short little ways to just reframe your mind and how to have a better relationship with your money. So first and foremost, it's really common that, in this day and age, people are using their credit cards, falling into debt, but there's two different ways that you can look at it. You can let your debt just completely sabotage you and upset you and paralyze you and worry you, or you can actually let it motivate you. So if you're feeling like a little bit upside down, or maybe your finances are taking over where they're overwhelming you and making you feel like you just can't get ahead of yourself, you can actually look at it in a way that it can empower you to be stronger, get creative, stay motivated. Instead of hiding under the blankets or disappearing. It's a choice, right? So you can make the choice to stay motivated, stay connected, move forward, and figure out different ways that you can build up your income so that you can overcome your debt. So when you're looking at your bills and you have that overview of where you're at, if you're starting to feel overwhelmed or stressed out, let it motivate you and change your relationship to how you're looking at it. If you can let it strengthen you, empower you, motivate you, chances are you're going to start to feel better about your money. A great example of that is something that I'm dealing with right now. And I have my home office, which is where I'm at right now, and then I also have my physical office. And I've been there for about 6 months. I thought it was my dream office. I was so happy to move there. It's in the town that I always wanted it to be. It's the community, it's the location, it's the size, it's absolutely perfect. But what's happening? There's a bunch of just oddball things in the apartment that's going on in the office that it's just taking away some of my joy. And I've never had problems with the landlord. They're just not very responsive. And so I've been getting frustrated. So now it's the first of the month. What happens? It's the only bill that I look at and I just get so mad because I'm paying them and they're not doing anything. But I'm able to kind of catch myself, and I have to use the situation that's going on with this landlord, with them being unresponsive, to actually push me further, because why should I let them take away what I've wanted for so long? I love the location. It's where I've been looking for an office at this location for years. So I have to catch myself and turn that around and let it motivate me to prove to myself that I could stay there, that I got it, that it's mine, my dreams happened. So you can twist around the relationships that you have with the situation. The second thing you want to do is bless your money that's coming in. Be grateful for your money that's coming in. Acknowledge the money that's coming in. Don't just have the money come in and just let it go into your bank account and never think about it. You have to think about it and appreciate it and acknowledge that it's actually building for you and it's happening for you and it's growing. So remember to always acknowledge and bless your finances as they come through. So just as they come in, you're blessing them going out as well. You also want to be really organized. If you're keeping everything up in your head with your bills, it can tend to be really heavy, really overwhelming, and it can take away so much other mental energy that you can use for other things. What I do is I actually have a spreadsheet, and this is part of what I do in my Empower Finance training, is that I have a spreadsheet and I have everything mapped out in a budget a year in advance, which has been such a lifesaver for me, especially transitioning from a corporate job, which I've had for 20 years, into the last several years being self-employed. It's a big change. So you don't have that steady paycheck every month. You have the fluctuation. And, I used it when I was working and when I was in corporate, but now I'm using it and I'm really depending on it because you know, people are paying in bulk, people are paying in increments, so I need to know where my money is at all times. And it helps me take the pressure off of wondering, okay, which one is due this week? Who am I paying this week? I would never be able to do it. I have 3 businesses. I have a team of people that I have to pay. My own finances. You need to have it in order. That's part of what I go over in the empowerment, the financial empowerment course that I have, because I talk about how to plan and how to prepare and how to map everything out. So it's been a lifesaver for me. If I didn't have that tool, probably of anything that I've ever done for myself financially, that tool has been the #1 thing that has given me peace of mind, and it takes away the stress, the heaviness, all of the thoughts that run through your head. Because if you're consuming it in your mind and your constant rotation, you're wasting so much energy when you can simply let go of the attachment, the emotional attachment, put it into perspective and put it into the spreadsheet, and then you feel so much better. It's so much lighter because it's just a logical approach that you can look at it, map it out, and know when to pay, as opposed to thinking, do I have to pay this week, that week, and so forth. So it really feels good. The last thing that I want to share with you is how you feel when you pay your bills. And this is part of what I was sharing in the story earlier. When you're paying your bills, regardless of how many bills you have or how large the bill is, if you're actually paying it, that means you have the money to pay it. It's important that you think of it from a place of gratitude and appreciation, and just be so happy that you can pay that bill, and that you are able to take care of these different financial obligations that you have. So I think that if you can make these small little tweaks and have that level of awareness, then you can have such a more peaceful relationship with money and actually appreciate the money that you have and continue to flourish and grow. If you have any questions at all about the program that I have coming up, it's my Empowered Finance program. I'm happy to discuss it with you. Leave a question in the comments below and I'll send you the information. You can have a look. Otherwise, that's it for tonight, and I will see you tomorrow.